Hi, welcome to my studio. My name is Cheryl, and I am the artist that's doing the work here, as you see. I'm doing a watercolor and ink painting on a watercolor block, and right now I'm blocking in some light purple flowers, and I'll be narrating throughout this video. Here I'm adding a little shading using the same color, only I'm using less water. Here I've based in, or I washed in some light green in the background to give all of the background some color. And now I'm using a medium shade of green, and I'll be, as I call it, carving out the leaves in the background. Here I'm adding another darker shade, and I'm allowing the water to move on its own and give the background a little organic look to it. Mixing up some darker green, and I'm going to be going in further and darkening the deepest areas of the background leaves. Blending out the color. You see the leaves are starting to take some form. Working in layers. With watercolors, as you work in layers and add color on top of color, that's how you get the nice bright colors in watercolor. Again, allowing it to drip. I added in some yellow centers on the flowers off camera. Actually cut out the footage. Here I'm going in a little deeper, making my shadows darker. Making the leaves pop out. The flowers they're more vivid now. Building layers. Here I'm glazing in a little bit of light blue. I wet the canvas first, or the paper first. And again, building up the color in layers. Put water down first and then put the color in. Let the color go where it wants. Adds a little bit of interest and texture to it, the paint. Adding more color, building. Putting in a little bit of blue shading in the purple leaves of the petals, flowers. Here I'm washing in some yellow, building the background of the upper wings, setting it up for the overlaying ink work. Again, deepening my shadow areas. Most of this video is going to be in high speed. I will slow it down when I do some of the detail work towards the end, so you can really see what I'm doing. I put some color into the body just then, and now I'm working with a watercolor pencil, a dark green, adding more color to the shaded areas, and then I'll go over it with a brush with water and just activate those watercolors, blend them out. You see those leaves are really popping now. So because the leaves are not the focal point of my painting, what I did was I took a little bit of lime green and washed over top of the entire background, except for the flowers, of course, just to push the background a little bit into the in behind the butterfly, so they don't take away from the focal point, which is the butterfly. Blending in some blue, letting the water blend it out, setting up the background for the upper wings, getting them ready for ink work. Blending out some of the blue. Most of that will be covered with the black. Blending out more of the yellow. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to hear some music in the background. I didn't put any in this video. Just want to get your opinion. Whether you'd like to hear some music in the back, or if you prefer it quiet. Here I'm doing some details on the spots on the butterfly wings in the blue, and then I add some rust around a few of them. A little bit of gray around two of them. Toning it down by lifting a little bit of the paint off with water. So here I jumped ahead a little bit, doing some of the ink work, and I'm using a 20-0 brush, very fine liner brush, and doing the patterns on the butterfly wings over top of the watercolor. A lot of fine work going on. A lot of dots and a lot of dashes and dagger strokes. Slowed it down a little bit so you could see what I'm doing. I'm using Daler Rowney, I believe that's the name of it. It's acrylic ink. When you use the acrylic ink, it's very thin and it's easy to get too much on your paintbrush, and then it will drip on your work. So when you dip your brush into the paint, you want to be sure you take most of it off of your brush by hitting the side of the jar, allowing the paint to flow off the brush so you don't drip on your artwork, because that would ruin it right away. You have to be patient with butterflies. There's a lot of detail in them. Again, I cut this this video has been chopped in sections so that it's not so long. So we'll be jumping ahead. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to my channel. You're doing the little tiny veins on the butterfly wings. Remember, you need to use a very, very, very light stroke to get that fine line. Very light-handed. So here I'm doing a lot of dots, which creates a shadow and texture in the butterfly wing. Tiny veins going in. Let me know if you like fast videos like this, or if you would prefer to see what I'm doing in full detail, which would make for a very long video, I think. But if that's what you would like to see, I'd definitely do that for you in my next videos. Here I'm adding a little bit of texture to the body. A lot of little dashes. To the side of the body where it meets the wing. I'm always painting in the direction of the veins of the butterfly. Here I'm doing some dry brushing because I want some of the blue to show through. And when I'm done, it's almost like a gray. Tiny veins. The veins on the butterfly, they kind of go in one direction and they form all these little patterns. All the little patterns are related to the veins and the wings. A little more dry brushing there. Building on those stripes, what appear to be stripes in the wings. Adding some more color in there. More ink. The first half of the butterfly wings are done. with the inking. And I'll probably be jumping ahead. Butterfly's starting to come alive now. So if you like this butterfly, it will be up for sale on my new website, artbycherylann.com, along with some of the others. I think this is going to be number 10 of my butterfly series, and the original artworks are for sale on that website, and you can also get prints of my paintings as well. I'm going to slow down to normal time so you can see what I'm doing. Adding the detail to the body of the butterfly at this point. So now we're at normal speed. You'll see there's lots of little dots and dashes that make up the detail of this butterfly. I'm going to use those dots and dashes to shade and to make the form of the body. Also keeping in mind the light source is hitting the top of his body, preserving some of the white. Where the light would hit. Takes a long time to do this. This video would be really long if I didn't cut some of it out and speed it up. Again, I'm using a 20-0 fine liner and acrylic ink. I'll put the materials list at the bottom. I don't know if I said that before, but it'll be down the bottom case you're interested to know what I've used. We're almost done. And here I'm going to add some yellow detail line work in the center of the flowers. Add a little texture and interest to the background. Then I'll go back in with a purple gray color, outline the petals of the flowers, a little line work there. And here you have it, finished painting. So please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Don't forget to hit that like button. And thanks for watching. Check out the next video.